Speak Out Unfiltered.
Father, we just thank you today, Lord. We thank you for your blessings upon Grenada, blessings, oh God, to all the listeners and all the contribution. We pray, Lord, that you're going to keep us in your lovely hand, for all of us, oh God, to enter into a new year. And I thank you for doing it today. In Jesus' precious name.
Bringing the hot topics to you.
Could we please be informed that there are no bad children, it's just bad parents. That is the reason that children is only bad parents.
Bad parents.
Working together.
Well, the amount of transformation I see transforming around Clerical is long life, health, and strength, man. One.
That's what you want now, right?
Yes, because I'm looking forward for big things, as in Jamaica can say, big things are going on for 2024.
Connecting the dots.
I want to encourage the one man to continue with his one-man men.
Yes, exactly.
Because it's the benefit of the country. What did he do for Caracou? All these things that you're saying, whenever they make statements, the recording is there. You know, we in the media, we have it.
Working together.
Yes, so I want to grade him pursuant to senior Cambridge, so to speak. I want to give him A+.
Speak Out Unfiltered.
It's always an opportunity that I look forward to when we can discuss and look at the issues that affect us together as a people.
So, the budget was really a good budget. The government is doing a whole lot. They're doing for the people. They open the eyes of the people. This budget is the best budget I heard since after the revolution. I never heard a budget good like that, and it's for the people, a people budget you call that. I am very pleased with this government.
Speak Out Unfiltered. The opinions and ideologies expressed on this program, Speak Out Unfiltered, it's the views of its rightful owners and not of Vibes FM 101.3. Speak Out Unfiltered.
Every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Unfiltered. And I mean it.
Just want to say good morning again. Good morning. To you right here on Vibes FM, welcome to the program Speak Out Unfiltered for today, Thursday. We're looking at the 28th day of November. Good morning, and how is everything going with you? I hope that everything is fine as you're making your way up and around. And as usual, you're tuning into your number one program, Speak Out Unfiltered. To remind you, the program is interactive. You can always call us, and our telephone numbers to do so, 403-0101, 403-0101. You can also call 443-0101, 443-0101, and 458-1914. 458-1914. We give you all the lines, all the numbers, so you could interact with us if you so choose to do so. And sometimes you're just listening there and taking the vibes in as always. So again, there are a lot of topics down for discussion this morning, but I want to inform you before we even start, we're going to have a sort of a shorter version of Speak Out Unfiltered for today. And that's because of some commitments that we have, and that we have to fulfill. And so it's going to take a little bit of a time to do so. So it will be a shortened version today as we do our Speak Out Unfiltered, okay? So in the meantime, between time, let me go right over and say good morning to you. Koi, good morning. What's up? Tell me. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Kim. Good morning to my colleague and friend on the side here, Osbert. And good morning to all the listeners, wherever you are at this time. Certainly, always a great pleasure to gather to discuss, not people business in a negative way, but to discuss, Osbert?
The issues
to discuss, yes. We ain't meeting here to there was a Pong TV.
No.
And to, but yes, on a very serious note. And I think if we consider that, the reason why we meet is to, at the end of it, we are more educated. We learn things and we can reason with others and so on. So I always look forward to this opportunity where we can have that kind of exchange. And so I want to commend and welcome all those of you wherever you are in the diaspora. Be part of it. Let's discuss.
Okay, and Oswald, good morning as well.
Well, good morning to you, Mr. Mills, and how are you this morning, my brother?
So far, so good,
Yes.
Not
Good,
bad, not bad.
Good to be in the land of the living and the best place to be, Karaku.
And Vibes FM.
And Vibes FM on a Thursday morning. Yeah. So good morning to without further ado, good morning to the listeners on PD Martinique, Karaku, Grenada by extension, I want to endorse Mr. Coy's statement this morning. We are here to disseminate information that would be able to, affect the lives of the people and ensure that we bring some lasting developmental discussion that would be able to uplift, the minds of our listeners. So without further ado, we look forward again, for another robust intellectual discussion.
But it would be a short
version today. Well, sometimes these things happen. Duty
Right.
beyond pleasure.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, we already have some calls online. Let me see if I could just pull one call in there quickly. Vibes FM, caller, you're live. Caller, good morning. Caller, thank you for waiting. Caller, online.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning.
I'm doing excellent. I'm
Okay.
trying to interrupt my Mrs. De Parade so that I can see you live via YouTube. Can I share the link so that I can
Yes.
see you? I
Yeah.
could only hear you.
Yeah. No. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on everything. Everything.
Thank you, my friend.
No problem at all.
You guys have a great program today. And I'll see you soon.
All right, Pastor. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now we're keeping the lines open right away. 443-0101, 443-0101, and 403-0101. And you can also call 458-1914. Okay. So let's continue. But today, Thursday, and today's a big day in the USA. You guys know that? Thanksgiving
Thank
Day,
you.
Turkey Day.
I see a photo where some chickens call other chickens together. I think about a couple of weeks ago. Call them together and they sit around the table and say, "Listen, guys, Thanksgiving they come in."
So watch out. Yeah.
So and most times when people talk about Thanksgiving, they always refer to turkey. So they have an unfair advantage. Have to be in the pot.
Yeah.
So
So chicken gets
Yeah.
spared and turkey pay the price.
Hold on. Let me take a call. Vibes FM, caller live. Caller, come in. Caller?
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, good
Yeah,
morning.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother Osborne.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, brother Carl.
good morning.
Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam.
Good morning, brother Leo. So Leo.
So Leo is not in here, but he'll be joining us
Yes,
here.
but right here, I know you will listen. Good morning, Mr. Kim, the King.
Live and kicking. Good morning.
Yes, I know. Kim, well, you know who's speaking and the
Of
team
course.
know who's speaking. I want to be short just like how the program going to be short.
Yes.
But very important. I didn't call last week because I analyzed. I said, let me wait until Parliament finish it at Parliament and Tuesday are sitting
Yes.
on Tuesday. So I listened carefully before I come on with my topic this morning.
Okay.
I want to say that this man called Diabo, Keith Mitchell, is a wicked man. I will tell you the reason why this man is a wicked man and he do have Grenada attack. The reason why he's condemning Heroes Day, you know what is his problem? He wants to be named an hero because he was the first man and only man that have a one-man protest outside of the United Nations condemning Grenada Revolution. That is the first thing. He's the only man out, so he feels he should be a hero. He should be done as a hero for doing that. No way. Second one, when Keith gets his own way in Grenada is power, I will tell you a couple things they do. Bernadette Bailey School in Happy Hill, he changed the name because it's a revolution that named it and put the school at Happy Hill Secondary. That's what he did, And number of things this individual do. I always say in the airport with a name order Hadid or somebody, if they didn't have time name that airport, Morris Bishop International Airport. His duty was to dismantle everything. And I know I wouldn't be like this morning. I wasn't here alone. The former Attorney General in his time who died and was Governor General, his duty was to bar any Grenadian that study in Cuba and come back and looking to make a contribution. These fellas ain't good, you know. Donnie Williams bar all these men and them like Terry Marshall and all of them and give them real problem to get the license. And anybody say that I lie, they could ask. I only call him one man name, you know. Go and ask Terry or ring him, and he go tell you. If give this man trouble for a couple of years, well, before that man could have get his license. Who killed Kate and Emlyn Pierre and Modest, all of them should take their head and put it in a pigtail bucket. That is what they should. Thank you, Ken.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me try to take another call there quickly. Vibes FM. Caller, you're live. Caller, come in. Caller, come in. Hello?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
That's a New York call, is it?
This is, yes, I'm calling from New York.
Okay, happy Thanksgiving. Before we start, happy Thanksgiving, okay? You and your family.
Oh, thank you so much.
Today's turkey day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I could see the turkey.
Right, a little turkey just for the tradition, but just trying to get a Carriacou feeling anyway.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, thank you for calling. Okay, well, what do you want to do? What's happening up there? Tell me.
Well, I'm calling mainly to wish all Carriacouans and Pity Martinicans and Grenada by extension beautiful, pleasant day.
Okay.
And all those who were in New York and longing for a Thanksgiving dinner, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
But in any case, as we get up for the Christmas, the NDC New York chapter in New York is planning to try to recreate that old white Christmas dance that we used to have in Carriacou. I don't know if you do that still.
In Silver Beach. Yeah, you remember Tongue School and Silver Beach?
Silver Beach.
Mommy Tavern.
Yes. People come up with the elegance and dress up and put on a lighter shade of colors for the dress, looking light under the discotheque lights, etc.
Right.
Yeah, so we're trying to recreate, and we trying to come back with the good music that people like at Christmas time, and we encouraging everybody, all the people who enjoy that type of music and that type of feelings to come out and start off the Christmas season. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what it's doing.
So where is that taking place? When and where? Give us more information here.
Yes, it's It's in Brooklyn, New York. That's where and most of our people reside here in Brooklyn. It's good. Yeah, it's gonna be at a place called Carib Banquet Hall on Utica Avenue, near to Avenue L. Very beautiful, nice and spacious place.
Yeah,
and that's where it's gonna be on December 7th.
Okay.
9 p.m. sharp. Come early. One unique thing about this, we're not collecting any money at the door. We're not doing any financial transactions at the venue. Get your ticket up front, and everything is all inclusive.
Okay.
You have your all inclusive, and you have lots of Carriacou, Grenada beverages included, things like Mobby and Sorrel and et cetera, ginger beer,
okay.
Some alcohol. And there would be a good menu there for you to enjoy. People talk about they want to taste salt ham for Christmas.
They go get it.
Have that.
Yeah.
whatever you usually have for Christmas in Carriacou.
Yeah,
you get it.
Right.
Lots of things that you have throughout it's Grenada Carriacou Pity Martinique. That menu would be totally on the table.
Right.
Come out and
eat
and drink and be merry for Christmas and give thanks for another Christmas season.
Okay, so you said it's all inclusive. So you must have a ticket in advance, right? No transaction cash and nothing will take place on the at the venue.
No transaction, no financial transaction at the venue.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And in addition, there'll be lots of giveaways.
Oh wow.
With door prizes.
Mhm.
We want people to go home with a Christmas chair.
Mhm.
So lots of things to give away. So come there, when you leave there, you'll be feeling that maybe that walking out of the venue that is Christmas morning.
Okay.
So you're starting Christmas early.
Well, that's nice to hear. But if people want to get a tickets now in advance, so how do they get those tickets? You know, what is set up for that?
I could give you a couple of numbers that you can call.
Yeah.
You can call 347-528-3038. You can also call, let me see, hold on a second. Let me get another number here. Well, at least that number. You could call 347 729 5770. Those are two numbers you can call to get tickets, yes.
Okay.
And for all those sitting in Carriacou and have friends and family in New York, call them and tell them that's the place they should be next week, Saturday night.
Right, the 7th, yeah.
December 7th.
Okay.
And make arrangements. Give them the number to call.
Right, yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
one more thing I should say.
Yes, go ahead.
The music is provided by the famed. Everybody in the old days remember Dr. Wax. Well, the current Dr. Wax, who is the son of the original Dr. Wax.
Yeah.
He is one of the DJs, and everybody knows what he delivers.
Yeah, of course.
He takes you wherever you want to.
Right. Okay.
You remember those days?
Yeah, Gavin. Yeah, I know him very well. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Right, Dr. Watts and One Drop. Those are the two DJs that will be providing the music for you, and it's all about you dancing with White Christmas. Dancing like you danced before.
Okay. All right. Well, I remember those days, so it's a nice time to bring back those memories again, after such a long time, right?
Yes. That's right.
Okay. All right. Well, let me thank you so much this morning for giving the information out there. And I know quite a number of people online and those in the Brooklyn and wherever they are listening right now. We're going to find the time to support, and it's going to be a big success, right?
Sure that.
Yes.
Sure, right.
Okay. Well,
let's get it together.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much again. Okay. Let me try to take another call. A lot of calls are coming through. So let me try another one. Landline first. Okay. So we go back to the. Hello, caller, you on? Caller, come in.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Troy.
Yes. Good morning. Yes.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
Yes.
Ms. Julian, followed with authority.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Well, we are here. Looking at discussing the issues that affect us as a people. I am glad that you mentioned solid waste management, because a lot of things, they are very much involved in what's happening on island. That's Carriacou and Peter Martinique. And I know that we spoke before and we talked about the Pristine project that's taking place here in Carriacou. Is there an update we can get on that as to where we at?
Okay, so thank you so very much for accommodating this call from the Solid Waste Authority.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the SRT, we did in our last visit about 3 weeks, about a month ago, did an assessment of the first phase of Project Restream. Its effectiveness in terms of the collection and removal of hurricane-derived debris from public spaces as well as on private properties, etc., and the collaboration between residents and those who were engaged in the cleanup process. Now, what we have found is that there is still need for a thorough cleanup process. Quite a lot has been done in terms of the collection process, but we still believe that there are some communities where we need to do a lot more work in terms of getting the residents to have their material available for collection. There are some places where the material is placed out, but may have been missed for one reason or another. And so there is an extension to the collection process. This is currently on at this time to run into the end of the first week of December. And so we're hoping that in this wrap-up phase of this first phase of the project, that the residents would take advantage of this opportunity, that the collection teams would reach into those areas that could not have been accessed either due to block roads or they may have missed it, or in going through the communities, they started at one point to end at another. And so those who were mainly at the start of the collection point may have been missed. So what we want is for the residents who have been missed in terms of the collection, you still have waste on your properties that you would like to have removed, and that would be items that qualify for that collection service. We're not talking about household waste here, but that is collected through the regular collection service by the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. But the hurricane-derived debris, so the building material, you know, your lumber, your roofing material, and so on, right? Your appliances, etc. Those we would like you to place out in an area that can be accessed by the collection teams. If you would have been missed, I think that you can reach out to the Solid Waste Authority, either here in Grenada, or better yet, you can reach out to Dumfries in Carriacou. Mr. Kevin Clark is there as the operations supervisor for Carriacou. You can reach out to them, leave your name, number, and location so that it can be translated to the collection team to ensure that you are not missed in terms of the collection service. So that is one component of it. Critical is the sister island of Petit Martinique. The last trip of hurricane-derived debris from Petit Martinique to Grenada would be made tomorrow. So the vessel has been moving waste during this week. We anticipate that there would be about 9 to 10 trips in all. So the final trip would be made tomorrow. So they're clearing the debris that is in the vicinity of the police station, one, and in the vicinity of opposite the medical center. But the residents in areas that think that they were not accessed, it would be nice to reach out to the Solid Waste Authority again to let us know when you have your deposits so that we can reach out to the collection teams on Petit Martinique so that you are not left out. This is important at this time. It's not just for the cleaning up process and getting your waste over to Carriacou and for the people of Carriacou to get their waste to the collection points. But what we need to take into consideration now is that apart from the processing and what's happening in terms of Project Restream, is that we currently have an outbreak of chickpea in our island. And we know how deadly chickpea was when it first hit us in 2013. I think Carriacou was one of the first points that we identified the first case in Grenada. And so with an outbreak, we do not want to lose lives again on account of the chikungunya outbreak. And that's coupled, sadly, with Zika, which is also here, and dengue. So we are thinking also of the public health implications of keeping such waste on your property. So we want the residents to please take advantage of this opportunity. Once the equipment gets on island, once it is handed over, we have some bits of equipment already landed here in Grenada in preparation to be moved over to Carriacou to begin the process of processing the waste. As I mentioned before, the Happy Vale playing field would be the primary location for the processing of waste because of its proximity to the port there in Carriacou. And so based on the equipment size and the movement in terms of traffic, etc., there is no other location we believe is ideal at this time. So we're at the point where we're preparing that playing field, Harveyville playing field, to receive the equipment and to begin the process of processing the hurricane-derived debris. We know that we're also into the rainy season. We do not want this process to be a slow process. We do not want it to contribute to any other public health issues, the harborage of rodents, etc., mosquitoes, and all of that. And we would therefore like to appeal to the residents of both Carriacou and Petit Martinique to establish ownership for this initiative. It is in the best interest of all of us here in Grenada, and even more for the residents of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. It helps to pave the way for the future rehabilitation that has to take place, the smooth rehabilitation, and the resumption, the full resumption of commercial activity, tourism activity, education, our schools, etc. And for us at Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, good waste management paves that way for establishing the enabling environment that is necessary for the return to economic activity on the island. So this is where we are, and you would see us next week. We would be on the ground for the wrap-up phase of this, notifying the residents, again, doing an assessment and doing the interventions necessary directly in the community so as to ensure that we have good compliance and to ensure that the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique establish ownership for this phase of the project.
Okay, just before you go, you mentioned we could get in touch with Mr. Clark at the Dumfries side. Is there a telephone number we can call to get in touch with him?
Okay, there is a number. I'd have to search for it.
Okay. Because it's important that sometimes, we get in touch to find out, and let them know the location, because it depends on where you are. It could be hidden from the regular route of some of the vehicles that will be going around to make some observations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the number to call is 538.
Yes.
0289.
0289. Okay.
538-0289.
Right. Okay.
Now, we do have some communication issues in terms of transferring calls to our various locations in Carriacou. However, if you can reach us by landline, you can call 444-2019 and you would be transferred.
Okay.
So the landline is 444-2019.
Right. Okay. Well, we got the numbers. Okay. Well, let me thank you so much for coming in this morning and getting the information out to the people, because we're trying to see if we could get the island cleaned up as much as possible. And the project is coming to an end. And hopefully everyone will comply and make sure that we take advantage of the last-ditch effort that's been made by the Solid Waste Management Authority to do the final cleanup so we could get back to normalcy. Okay?
Yes. Okay, and here is another number for Mr. Clark.
Yes.
415.
Right.
1133.
1133. 415 1133. Yeah.
So this is the number that you can call as your hotline number.
Right.
415-1133.
Okay, doc. Lovely. Well, we got all the numbers, so there's no problem at all there. Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much for giving us the information, and hope that everything goes fine. Okay.
You're most welcome.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay. And to remind our listeners again, 443-0101, 443-0101. and 403-0101. You can always call and get your information out there. Or if you want to call 458-1914, we got all the lines lighting up this morning. Okay. Koi, you were going to say something?
Yes, I was. I think that was timely, the information, because we have to complete. We have to complete the process. It doesn't make sense starting a thing like that. And, it is hurricane-derived debris. And we're going to be having things in that regard for a little while. But so we have to make sure and complete the whole process of cleaning up. And I think it is positive that they are going to be coming back to, they meaning solid waste, going to be coming back to do the final wrap up. Things that didn't get done in the first time or the first rounds can be done now. So
the second time.
Yes. Now, I think it's good. It's positive.
Okay, great. Vibes FM, next caller, you on, caller?
Good morning, everyone.
Yes,
good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, I'd like to share some pertinent information, and I'll just go through the process as it happened. It's very, very important. So I have a bank account that I don't usually use, and I was missing 5 checks from it. And I decided to go, not that I was missing 5 checks, but I wanted to know, like, who did I make up the checks to? I only remembered writing, one of them. So I'm curious. So I went to the bank to find out about the checks. And from the printout that I got, this was in 2019. And the printout I got indicated that I made several withdrawals, which I didn't make. And so I inquired, I wanted to know who made the withdrawals, and I requested videos. And the answer I got was they get rid of the videos after 3 or 4 months, so I can't see the videos. Okay, that's one thing. I had a deposit from 2018, a deposit slip from 2018. So I suspected something is not right, because it's obvious I didn't make the withdrawals. So I had a deposit slip from 2018, and I went to the bank the next day and I asked for a statement from 2018 of May to see if my deposit was there. Well, the deposit was not there. Instead, what I got again is a slew of withdrawals. So I got so concerned. And then on Monday, I think it was Monday, I looked at some of my statements again that I got from the bank, recently when I went to check on the checks. And I noticed between August of 2019 and October of 2019, $4,000 was missing. So I went to the bank. I'm sorry for speaking loud. I'm working on my voice, on my level. So I went to the bank yesterday to get a statement of September to find out what happened, because I was not here in September. And it's obvious that something happened in September. So when I went to the bank, I was told that, nothing happened in September, so the computer will not print it out, or the computer cannot print it out. So I said, Miss, the statement in August and the statement in October shows a difference of $4,000. So something had to have happened in September. Well, to make a long story short, I did not get the statement, and the money is missing from the account. Now, I just ran into someone and someone said to me, this happens a lot to people that are away. So what I want people to know is, if you live in Canada, the United States, the UK, and you're from Grenada and you have an account here, check your accounts every month to make sure you have what you think you have. Because there's someone here or some people here stealing the money from your account. Because this is 2019. I would not have known. And another thing, some of the statements that I got, we used to get statements 3 or 4 times a year. It's obvious that I did not receive that statement, that August statement with all that money missing, because I was here again in Christmas of 2019. So had I received a statement and saw that on the statement, I would have inquired about it when I was here in December of 2019. So what I want to encourage people to do, please don't let people just take this money out and just get away with it. Check your account every month. I understand that they're doing this to people who have an account here and live overseas. So please check your account every month. I just want to share that information.
I'm so sorry what you're going through there,
Thank
but I do hope that you get the money back at some point in time. You need to take further steps, if possible, to recover your funds. I would advise you to.
Yes, well, I would think that somehow I would, get the money back. But what I really want is to know who is doing this and to put a stop to it.
Well, they need to give that information to you as well, because somebody's tampering with your account, or maybe you might have to change the account numbers, or something of the nature to protect your funds. I mean, one way or the other, you cannot allow that to happen. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is that she was refusing to give me the statement because obviously something happened. And even if nothing happened, they still can produce the statement, because I got a statement from October where it just showed the balance.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it could if nothing happened, it just shows the balance. So I'm paying for this. I am paying for the statement, and she's refusing to give me the statement. So obviously there was a withdrawal made in September. By the way, I was not here in September.
Well, let me ask you quickly.
I was not here because I only spent July and August.
Okay,
July and August. July and August.
Yeah,
so this person took out over $4,000.
Yeah, but
in September.
Let me ask you
and
a quick
another
question.
4 in August, and it seems like July was the same thing, and May of 2018. So those are the only 4 months that I have. So imagine now, if this person was getting away with this for all this time, I'm sure other months he has taken out more money.
Well, yes. Well, were you dealing with a teller when you're trying to get the information, or are you dealing with the manager of the bank?
Well, I started with a teller, and towards the end, she said she was a manager. And
okay.
I'm not sure if she was a manager, because it's not someone I would see the managers that I know there. I don't think I've ever seen her there before, but there are tellers there now that they are new tellers, so they might have changed things up. But I've never seen her there before, and so I'm not sure. She said she was the manager, so I just have to go with that.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I wish you luck. That's all I could tell you. Okay, and try to be more careful. Okay, thank you so much. I mean, guys, you listen to stories that those stories are not things we could deal with. Really. I mean, we need to do better than that. I mean, people stealing your money of your account. Just I know we have hackers, and sometimes people get online there. In the outer world, we're able to get into your accounts if they have information, or maybe they could tap in whatever method they're using. But this one seemed to be a case that's done right here.
But she need to the gentle lady need to write to the manager of the bank, the general manager of the bank, and the headquarters, outlining her unfortunate situation.
Yeah. She should file something. Go to the next level.
The next level, yeah. So they could actually get the culprit that actually involved in
whoever it is.
Yeah,
Definitely. I mean, things like that should never take place.
Yeah.
But I mean, in today's world, anything is really possible.
If you're looking at if you're following what is on the comment, in a similar way, monetarily, somebody is saying people are losing money in the banks, yes, but also they are concerned about the money's been paid to people to do work, and they're not been able to, and they are not able to, but they're not doing it. So there is also a concern here, and not only that they're not able to do it, but they are charging exorbitant prices. And
for the services.
Yes, and there has to be some control.
Caller, hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Gentleman from Carriacou, I think is the one, Mr. Patrice. My name is Jocelyn Whiteman.
Yes.
They collected quite a few coconut plants, and they called to say they need some more. I can be reached on 2320994.
Caller, hold on, because a lot of people asking me for your number. 232
2320994.
Right.
Or 5388691.
Right, Mr. Whiteman.
And the substantive reason why I'm calling, I am enlisting your assistance in helping me to find a bag which I've lost. I have 2 passports in the bag, a British passport and a Grenada passport. I have lots of documents.
Oh my gosh, we lost him. Can you please, hello caller, can you please call us back? Call us back again. The call just dropped. I saw it on my board just dropping like that. Let me try one more time. Vibes FM, are you back? Caller?
Good morning.
Different caller.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hold on. Let me see if I could get the same caller back. 4430101. Caller, try one more time. Because I know this gentleman was speaking to Mr. Whiteman, you know, he's been given a lot of these plants to carry. As a matter of fact, he gave them to the agriculture department
for distribution.
and people are still asking for more.
Yeah.
And they had said to me, can we have his number so we could call him and say, well, you know, I'll get back to the agriculture department. And I think that's the best channel to really use to go ahead. Vibes FM, caller?
Morning.
Yes, good morning, yes.
To yourself and your family.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Tanti.
Yes, hope all is well.
Yes, all is well.
I am just calling as a follow-up to the lady who expressed a concern about her money. And she's encouraging people to check their banks monthly. Monthly is too long. This has to be a day-to-day process, and I'm talking from experience. Right? My bad, terrible experience I've been having with one of the banks here. To wait for a whole month to check your account, that's too long. People have to, and not only the other financial institutions as well, but especially the banks. And those that are not homegrown, if you know what I mean. We don't have a choice right now. We have to check our accounts more often than one a month. There was a situation some time ago, about 2 years ago, where changes were taking place with financial institutions. And the changes on the account, I often wondered if the people who were doing these things were doing it on purpose, or if it was just a problem with the different computerized financial systems. I don't know what it is. But I stood up for my few cents. And today I don't have that problem, because if they were not aware of what was happening, they became aware with my emails. I used to send them emails regularly. I could not care if it was $10, if it was $15, if it was $5.75. I made sure that they put it back. Once I was clear that I did the transaction that they said I could have done for a certain amount of money, and I was charged more than that, I did not let up on them. I don't have the problem anymore. Right? So people cannot, and it is very scary, people cannot sit by any longer and just wait to check your account once a month. Another thing, they have stopped issuing bank statements. A lot of these, I would stick to the one I'm referring to. They have stopped issuing bank statements. So you don't have to go online. That's good and that's bad, because you know some of the risk and exposure that happens when you go online to do financial transactions. Be that as it may, that is what we have come to. So if people don't know how to do the online banking, they will have to get a trusted person. If you have any more trusted people left on the planet, they'll have to get a trusted person to help them. Because when you go online, you can see everything that happens, and you can also download your bank statements any time of the month. Right? So please, I am begging this lady to try and check her bank account a lot more often than once a month. Once a month is scary for me. Just hearing her say once a month, that is scary. It has almost become like a daily exercise, a daily routine. You know, to go in there and check all your accounts, every single account people have with their banks. They have to be on the ball. Not once a month. Once a month is too. Once a month is too long. Too long. And as somebody suggested, take it to that next level. And that is what you have to do. You have to stand up to these people, because they are the custodians of your money. You're not supposed to be looking over your shoulder and wondering if your money gone. And that's what has been happening now. The custodians of our money We can't trust them because of all the problems. And then another problem, every minute your card's getting compromised. What is this all of a sudden? So my little message this morning, try and get help to do online banking because that's the way they have gone now. And I don't think it's going to go back because all they're studying is the safe cost, so they don't want to be printing statements and sending it. So everything is online. We have to find a way to be on top of the situation with these people. Yeah. And we as Grenadians have to stand up to them and let them know we ain't done. So if they think we done and we stupid, we have to let the financial institutions, especially them that come here, we have to let them know that we ain't stupid. So stop whatever they're doing and do the right thing because we are accustomed with good banking. We are accustomed with good banking services here in Grenada. Okay. So we have to put us up. So once a month is not enough. Thank you for your time. Have a good day to all. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks so much. Wow, boy.
This is a major concern, you know.
Boy, to talk about banking.
Yes.
I check my bank account every 5 seconds.
Well,
I keep watching it.
Yes.
Because you never know, because there's some hackers, there's some tricks that try sometimes. Anybody trying anything,
you can spot it out immediately.
Spot it immediately, man. And whatever I have to do, Vibes FM, take a call. I don't want to call so too long. Vibes FM, caller, you live? Caller,
hi, good morning to everyone in the studio.
Good morning.
Okay,
I just came in actually and listening to the call about banking. Now, I had two accounts. One, the two banks in Karaku on the high street. I'm not going to name names.
Okay.
I had a checking account and I had a saving account in the other. Now, that has been dormant for years because I decided I wasn't going to pay all these charges. I just went to have one open, and I asked because money. I had to give my bank account number to one to the people that is actually giving the
support,
the refund on VAT.
Right.
And I gave them one of their account numbers. So when I went to find out exactly how much I've got in my account, they told me that I owe. After they take the money, I owe another $400.
What?
I owe them $100 and something. The other one, I went to the other one. That's been dormant for about 3-4 years. And to open it again, they told me I had to pay $78.
Yeah.
So can you? And I said, well, I'm not using it. What am I paying for? You know, it's just there. And I had a little bit of money in there. I had $50 in both of them. So what has happened? Why are you trying to charge me all of this? Administration, they told me. So it's just lying there. I'm not using it, but I have to pay for administration.
Right.
Can you imagine? That cause people to put the money back under the mattress.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, that is why the pension will remain where it is, and it can't come in here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
And I'm sure you all know who's speaking.
Okay, right, yeah.
God bless you all.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. As this caller does thing, I had an experience. One of the banks, because what happened is that I had an account there. I think I had some $400 something. I forgot about it. I'll be honest with you, I forgot about it. So what the bank was doing, every month they're taking out some money on the account and they call it what? Service or account maintenance or whatever the case might be. So they took everything until it reached into the minus now. So because they know me now, so now after it reached down to zero, then start going minus now. So I owe them say $20, then I owe them $30, $40, and keep going up like that. And they called me and they said,
"They want to finish?"
No, I owe them. I say, I don't owe you guys. What happened? I said, I have an account there for a while and it had a balance of X amount on it there. And what happened now? They said to me, well, account maintenance every month. And then so they kept withdrawing. So I have to pay them someone. I said, well, boy, if you're waiting for that, all the way to the see Jesus.
But that practice never used to happen in the past.
Yes.
But a couple of years ago, I remember a couple of years ago that practice has been introduced in the banking system. So I think the ECCB is the one that would really that regulate banking throughout the Eastern Caribbean, this Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. They are the ones that would have to give the public an update to ensure that the public understand what the charges is all about. Because I personally had bank's account already, and that happens to me, and I just forget about it. But the truth is that is it a legal or a legal charge? Illegal or legal charge?
It is legal charges, but what it is doing, with the banks are doing now, is that for everything you do,
there is
a charge.
There is a cost.
And if they have your money in there, like on a checking account, right?
Yeah.
They're not giving you any interest, but they're charging you
for holding
it in safekeeping. So back to your mattress, Vibes FM. Back to your mattress, Vibes FM. Caller, come in.
Yeah, good morning, Brother Kim.
Yes, good morning. Yes.
Yes, I'm trying to make a short contribution pertaining to that money problem. I spent years in the States, I had those problems, and I'm back from the States in this trying to take another problem. And I realize one of them, we as people doing transactions, whether it's NS, on the job, financial institution.
Yeah, caller, your radio's a little too loud. Your radio too loud. The radio too loud.
No, they're far from the radio. I'm not in my place.
But you're hearing it. We're hearing it. Yeah, move away. Yeah.
Then move over here.
Yeah.
How the sound good now? Good now?
Well, a little bit better, but
a little bit better, but we're still hearing it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. One comment: people doing transaction in the field, whether it's online, in personal, whether it's on the job, electricity, telephone, furniture, please, especially anytime you make any attraction, putting in or taking out, always check your balance and immediately go to the institution, the problem, and take them out. Because I had it with electricity on here, I had it in the ministry when I work in the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, I had it in credit union, and had it in bank. And I always wanted to know where I get this knowledge of how to deal with it. I'm an Irish matter investigator, law and writer. Even the states, enough now, the United States government refused to pay me money because of that. But you have to stay on top of it and try to find out when it happens as soon as possible. Anytime you withdraw or you make a payout or you deposit, check your balance. And immediately, as soon as you identify the problem, go to the manager of the financial institution.
Okay.
That's it for now.
Okay, thank you so much. And someone has just messaged me and said, "Good morning, Kim the King. Customers are having a lot of problems with a Trinidad-owned bank." So it seems as though that this topic or what this person is saying there is not a one-off. It's like a
continuation,
and a lot of people are having problems. So I would best advise each and everyone at this call just said there, if you have issues and you identify the problem as soon as possible, take it to the next level. Don't wait.
Immediately.
Yes, as soon as possible.
But I wonder, what is the role of GAFIN? They should have some regulatory control on financial activities. As I think recently I heard them talking about they're going down even to the credit unions now to do some tightening up, as it were. But the banks, of course, they have already been in there trying to tighten up the situation. And I think they ought to come in and give us some guidance because they have regulatory control and tell us what are we supposed to be getting.
You just mentioned GAFIN, right? And I have a notice here that's telling me that the insurance policy holders affected by Hurricane Beryl in Caracom, Pitimatne, GAFIN will be here on the 5th of December. Let me see. 5th of December, the Memory Beach Hotel between the hours of 9 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Okay.
If you have problems with your insurance company and you're not satisfied with how they're dealing with it, then you could check GAFIN. And they're also going to Pitimatnik at the St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic School, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And on the 6th
of December.
So, that's one. Let me see if we have a call quickly. Vibes FM caller? Caller, you there?
Yes, of course. Kevin just got back to you.
Oh, great. Yes. We lost you. Yes. Okay.
Right. Let me just say I'm willing to give another 150, 200 coconut plants. No one has to pay.
Okie doke.
Okay. A lady just called and she asked for a few, but I just thought I should let you know.
Okay.
If anyone wants to, they can have about 150, 200. That's the amount I have to give away.
Okay. The last time we sent them, Mr. Patrice in the Agriculture Department received them.
Yes, Mr. Patrice can make contact with me. I think I left the number with you earlier on.
538-8691.
Yes, or 232-0994.
Okay, right.
Yes, but what is more substantive why I'm calling is because I lost a Prada bag, a black bag with a smaller bag inside. The smaller bag contains my 2 passports, a British passport and a Grenada passport. I have doctor's appointment here in Grenada and in London. I have lots of other important documents in there. I am willing to pay a handsome reward for anyone returning that bag. I can do it through your station, through you, or whatever.
Yes.
I'm not interested in who has the bag and where they
just want the bag back.
got hold of it. I am only interested in receiving the bag with the contents, for which I'm willing to pay a handsome Christmas reward.
Yes. Okay. What you haven't any idea where you think you might have lost that bag?
Well, I thought I had it in the car. For that matter, I could have lost it right here in the drive at home. That's the last place I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Whenever I come home, I normally leave the things like the bag in the car. You know.
Okay.
So it's between Granance and my home.
Okay.
But as I say, I'm willing to pay a handsome reward because of the importance
of the documents, a passport. Yes. Well, I hope they are listening, and the word is going to go out there. And all you need is just you return back, and
I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful that I will get it back.
You will get it back.
Are usually very good people.
Yes, definitely. And
as I say, I wouldn't take it any further. All I want is to retrieve the bag, for which I'm willing to give a handsome reward.
Okay.
Thank you ever so much.
Okay. Well. Okay. Thank you so much. We're going to keep.
That's all my pleasure. Do have a nice day.
Okay. Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye. How? Bags.
Yeah. And the contrast or the connection, I would say, here he is giving of his produce, giving of what he has,
yes,
to people freely, and at the same time he has to navigate through this whole loss.
Right.
Well, keep the faith. I mean, somebody would
I
listen.
hope he gets it. I hope he gets it.
Because he's doing a good humanitarian gesture.
Yeah, because he just gave away 100 plus coconut trees to Carriacou.
Yes.
He says he has another 150 trees.
Approximately almost 300 trees actually on island. Free. Yeah.
That's it.
At no cost.
And people are loving it.
Yes.
People have been calling me and asking me.
Yeah, people have been messaging me to say, when those things come in, I come make sure and save one for me.
Okay.
The kind of way people are appreciating it.
Vibes FM, caller.
Really.
Caller, come in.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, yes.
Yes, sorry to call back. I just want to make a little point. Garfield is responsible for regulating cooperatives and credit unions.
Okay.
But we are under the jurisdiction of the ECCB.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
right.
true.
Yes.
I would have make that point. But just
Thank
slight.
you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's true. True. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Let me go to another call quickly. Vibes FM, caller, you're live. Caller, come in. Caller, come in. Yes, yeah. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I know. I just call you back to tell you, well, I got it. You know what I'm talking about?
You got it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I listened a while ago.
Okay.
So I got the number.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I know you've been looking for the number for a while. You always ask me about the number. And so when he called me this morning and mentioned there, I said, I wrote it down again. And I know you're listening there. So you have the 2 numbers.
Yes, because I wanted to get a coconut for my brothers and them in Channel
Right, okay. All right.
So,
so
I will call him and try to get some coconut for him. Is 232 0994.
Right, and 538. You have that one too?
I want that one. I want to get one is sufficient. You know my condition.
All right, okay.
I will wait for Pete to give my next one.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, okay. Thank you so much, Jay. Okay, 4030101, 4030101, and you can call 443-0101 as well, or 458-1914, 458-1914. Let's continue, gentlemen, because remember, we have a shortened version today of our Speak Out Unfiltered, okay? That's because of circumstances beyond our control. We have to cut it down just around 12. So we still have a little bit more time there. But there's something that I wanted to mention, I don't know if you guys are aware, that last night or yesterday evening, we had a youth parliament, not youth parliament, I keep calling it youth parliament, youth talk last night in Carriacou. And if you were tuned in and you were listening there, you realize that the situation has changed now when it comes to people speaking up. I remember growing up, and we youths never had a chance to interact with the higher authorities. I mean, we were step aside and they just basically did whatever they wanted to do. And we were never even given the opportunity to even ask a question. But now in governance, and you realize that people now, young people, have this chance, the platform to interact. And whether you know it or not, they have the power in their hands to make change, you know. We, the youths, have the power in their hands to make change. So the authorities need to listen to them because they could be the change makers of tomorrow. And this could be an issue, you know, if they're not being listened to and their concerns are not being addressed. So this is something that we have to be watching. But so many calls are coming. Let me try to take a call quickly before you guys respond. Vibes FM caller, landline caller coming.
Good morning.
Hello, yes.
I call it from Grenada.
Yes, okay.
And I have some coconut plants to give away.
What? Oh, wow. Whoa, yo,
Yes,
yo.
And all what I have is grafted.
Okay.
That's the orange one.
Orange
Yeah.
one. Coconut plants. So do you have a number that you could be contacted at?
459-5159.
459
5159.
5159.
Yeah.
459. So you say you have some plants as well you want to give to Carrico
Yeah,
or to whoever wants them, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem at all. Well, we have the numbers there. We're going to be talking about it and giving the numbers out. So in case
Okay,
anyone want to get in touch with you, and
Yeah, they could call me.
they could call you. Okay. All right, caller. Thank you so much there. Okay, let's continue. Osbert?
Yeah. Well, last night session I had looked but I was a little bit tired, so I didn't really finish. I would have to go back and finish because I shared it on my page, so I would go back and look at it.
Uh-huh.
But I thought just the presence of the ministers and the youths, you know, speaking and giving their perspective on the way they want to see the new dispensation direction for the country. I mean, it's just commendable.
It is.
It is, yeah.
It
Yeah,
is, you know.
yeah.
And like someone said to me, those youths brave, you know.
Yeah, well.
No, but you have to start speaking out.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
And what I realized too is that we have a youthful population now too.
Well, yes,
that,
under 30.
that
yes,
they're
yes,
able
under
to
35,
express themselves, say it as it is in words, so it could be understood, it could be heard.
Well, I think the technological era, you know, and the kind of interaction that you have and bringing the world at a global village, you know, give every youth across the globe that platform that they can able to have interaction with one another and speak out on issues that really affects them, you know, because you don't really have to have actually, like, I'm here and I can just speak to you without even opening my mouth to tell you anything. I can just message you. I can just message Kai, and the message is actually translated what I want to say in words. So I think that by itself, you know, give them some confidence, you know, that when they get to forums like this, they can actually come out and say what they would like to see themselves, see the country or whatever move forward in the new dispensation.
Because, you know, in my view, you know, it's always more important to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
And than to be sometime reading some script or something of the nature, you know, because you could see the expression, you could feel exactly what the person's experiencing. And so maybe you may be able to give them some sort of attention or advice or assistance
guidance,
or whatever.
and the concern will really be addressed forthwith, you know, from the response that they get, so they have some hope in actually moving forward.
Yeah. I heard a question that was asked, a suggestion too, that was made last night, and it really amazed me how much the youths are thinking now. And it was said, the one who got up to ask the question or to make comments to was speaking about youths now getting an education at a very young age, right? And suppose by 22, 23, 24, thereabout, you know, you'd have achieved your goal, say a master's degree or bachelor, whatever you wanted to do in whatever field you are. But one of the challenges that I heard they were saying, which I never even looked at it, in that you are going to apply for a job, but then the job now is asking you for, but you're qualified, right? Your qualifications is okay. But then the job, one of the job requirements is asking you for
experience.
10 years experience.
Well, how you get?
So don't you think experience should be a qualifying factor? I mean, yes, we know that you have not worked yet, but that is why I understand some tuition give you opportunities to have experience, like internship. Yeah. So the question I'm asking here, you guys, is that don't you think that experience is necessary to fulfill?
I don't really think so, because you would learn on the job.
You see,
what is experience?
That's a good question, Mr. Coy. I would answer it that way. Is the knowledge that I attain on the job would give me the experience that I have to manage and the job.
But what you're saying there, but the thing about it is that it depends on the field, right? Now, let me ask you a question. You're going to fly on an airline, right?
Yeah.
This guy just come out in school, just attain his license, okay, to fly as a pilot. He had no experience, and there is another guy, a pilot, who's there, and maybe he has 25 years of experience.
Yeah.
Let me ask and be honest with yourself. Which one of them?
Well, you would trust the one who has the 25 years of flying. But the truth and the fact about it, he did not have no experience when he attained his license. He gained the experience on the job.
That is correct. So now you find yourself in a situation then now whereby, well, you have to make a choice between the 25 years
and the 25 and the 0 one.
Vibes FM. Caller, come in.
Good morning.
Yes,
good morning.
Yes. Okay.
It's funny how I was listening to a program during the course of the week, and I guess it's from the opposition side. And it's funny how more people major in minor, because it was said that the prefab houses that are in Carriacou are painted in yellow. And from my observation, looking at MTV News, I see various colors, in the houses. I saw green, I see sort of tangerine, I see yellow. Whatever it is, these are the national colors of Grenada. And the important thing is that all people have been housed and are finding cover for the Christmas vacation. I believe this is, should be of more importance than the color of the house.
Yeah.
Too many petty things, they take up and waste a time that is so costly.
Yeah.
I think we ought to, listen to ourselves sometimes. And when our leaders partake in these things and do not, correct our people when they're going wrong, then who are the young people supposed to look up to? Who are we supposed to go to for correction, for guidance? When we cannot say to our children, stop, you are going the wrong way. We need to do better than that as a people, and we need to be a little more grateful. And whatever it is that happened with the minister and the senator's mom, I do hope that, this is rectified and we stop making a mountain out of nothing. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Okay,
God bless you.
thank you so much.
Same to you.
Next caller. Caller, come in. Caller?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, I have been listening to your program, and what I want to speak of is the banking, which was raised.
Yes.
I think 2018 and 2019 is too late to be checking on your account.
Yeah.
That is, you are giving them too much rope.
Yes.
Behind you, 2018 and 2019, you have to follow up. And if you come in 2019 and you notice some discrepancy in 2018, you get that is when you know that some money is missing. You have to know how much money you have in your account to be able to identify and point out that money is missing. So it doesn't happen in 2019.
Right. Yeah, that's a long time.
She laid back too much, 2018 and 2019, and now you checking to know money is missing? When they noticed it was done in 2018 and nobody raised that issue, whoever it is, will try it in 2019.
Right. Okay.
So you have to be a little bit more concerned and aware of what is happening with your bank account.
Right.
At a certain stage, when you take things and you put them in storage, You have to pay a storage fee.
Right.
That's the same thing. Your bank is storing your money for you, although they're lending it out at high interest and giving you small ones. That should cover your service charge. But
right.
according to the banking system, there's a monthly service charge which has to be paid for maintenance of your account.
Yeah.
And then if you have dormant accounts, like I heard somebody speak about, then the money will go to the CCB, EPCD, and then you will find that you have to go and apply to EPCD to get your money. Because if your account is dormant for a long period of time, that money is normally transferred to things. It's an area that one has to be a little bit more alert when you deal with your finances.
Right.
But 2018, 2019,
too far.
Too much of a long time to be following up on your account and have all this money missing over $8,000.
Yeah.
No. That is too long.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Okay. I think this call is making a very valid point. Yeah. That's a long time to be checking back. You know. I mean, in 2024, and you want to go and pull the records back then when you would have noticed it in those times was the best time to address it.
Yeah, to address it one time.
But other than that, you take a little too long, and then they call up before this one. Just made me laugh. When she mentioned they call her the prefab houses painting,
but
this our society. We get very petty here.
Yeah, we're making molehill out of mountains.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that the donor agency donate the houses, and the houses was painted before they come.
Yes.
So making a molehill out of this, it's petty. We going down to the gutter with that.
I will tell you something I noticed. Vibes FM, landline caller coming.
Good morning.
Yeah. Yes. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Marshall. To God be the glory, man.
Yes. This morning.
Okay.
A long time.
Yes. Can I say something, Mr. Marshall? I and Mr. Coy and Mr. Mills, we were here, and we said, Mr. Coy brought you up and says that he hasn't heard you for a long, long time, so he has to do some checking up on you. And here you are today. Yeah, may God continue to bless you and your family, man.
Call and say hello.
Okay.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so very much.
With regards to the whole banking system, banks have their charges, and the charges are consistent. You have to keep check of your account.
Right.
Okay, I have my bank account, and I check to see online to see every minute what goes into the account or what comes out of the account. And if I see any irregularity, I complain to the authorities and they explain it to me. You understand?
Yes, you're right.
And the smaller the balance you have, is the more they reduce on that balance for service charge.
Right.
Well, why?
And
Why?
if you leave your money in the bank for too long, it can be surrendered to the OECS.
Yes, right. Yes.
Bank.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so these are things people have to know.
Okay.
Now, the next thing is, yesterday I was listening to the debate on National Heroes Day as a public holiday. But I didn't hear the word national so many times yesterday as I heard the word Heroes Day. And it seemed to have sparked quite a bit of controversy. Now, I must tell you, I was 40 years and 3 days old on the 19th of October, 1983. I was born October 16th, 1943. So I was 40 years and 3 days old. The incident that took place on that day, it was hardly expected to have occurred. But within a 3-month period, people got the feeling that there was strong division among the PRG personnel, the key top personnel. What happened on October 19th did not surprise me. because I was about to be picked up one day because as a principal of the school, what the young militias were doing in the school in the night, it didn't please me. I spoke about it. They were about to pick me up, but I got in contact with Didicus Jules, who was the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education in Grenada. He's now working up the islands. He's from up the islands. He's not a Grenadian. And I managed to have gone to the university 1 week before October 19th. So I wasn't there. But I always reflect on that day as a day for deep regret to be expressed, deep reflection. What have we done with ourselves in this modern day of history? We were not invaded by foreign forces. Why should we, Grenadians, hot Grenadians, massacre Grenadians the way it did? And I believe that it is worth remembering in a solemn, collective, and prayerful way. Now, my understanding of the word heroes would be people who display excessively colorful or brave behavior or show courage in some way or the other beyond the ordinary. And I don't see that day as a day to be called Heroes Day. I see it as a day of prayer and reflection and a day for holiday, but it's a holiday for contemplation, prayer, and reflection. However, I cannot tell the authorities what to do, but the question of the word hero used associated with the holiday on that day raises certain questions. And as a matter of fact, even now, there is no definition given with regards to a national hero. And the last thing I want to point out is this. Grenadians are becoming more and more hostile, politically hostile towards each other. And the society is sharply divided between two hostile camps. I can be an MP, you can be NDC, but we can see things in a nationalistic, patriotic way. We need patriots, not party arts. Patriots believe in the party. They sing the party. They act the party. And the party never wrong. That's patriots. Patriots look at the parties, how they perform, and what is good for the country, they praise it. What is not good, they condemn it. And they offer suggestions and advice. And respect all the politicians and all the parties. I am afraid in 2027, the campaign due in 2027 may be a very hostile campaign because I find the build-up of animosity, disrespect, hate, and resentment among Grenadians for purposes of politics is growing more and more and more, and it brings us nowhere, gentlemen.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Let me take another call. Caller, thank you for waiting. Caller, your turn. Next caller, come in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. King the King?
Yes,
Good morning.
Okay.
I just wanted to make a statement in regards to one of your previous callers. Probably you made the statement. I've been a bookkeeper since I was 17. And I want to say thanks to Albert Blaise, who recommended me to work with Merrill Lynch. And when I get there, they asked me if I have Wall Street experience. And I said no. But I've been a bookkeeper for several years. I've been a treasurer for several years.
Mm-hmm.
I've served in different parts of where I came from. But they said, you need a Wall Street experience to work with Merrill Lynch. So I went to 255 Water Street, worked for 1 year selling coffee. And I got a letter stating from the manager that I had a Wall Street experience. And I worked for 10 years with Merrill Lynch.
Okay.
And I get in retirement from Merrill Lynch now because I had a Wall Street experience.
Right.
They didn't ask me what I did.
No.
I sold coffee.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
had this experience to get the job.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. All right.
God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, let me try to take another call quickly. Yeah. That's something else, you know.
I didn't hear that part.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, I just lost. Okay. Now there's a few calls that were on hold there, and I just lost them just momentarily, you know. But he was referring to experience, you know.
Oh.
And they were asking, you know, if you had whatever, and his situation was a little different where he didn't have that, but eventually where he was employed, what he was doing, counted as experience with Merrill Lynch in Manhattan. Okay. Let me take another call before Vibes FM caller come in.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
Okay, alrighty.
Morning.
Right. My former teacher just spoke.
Yeah.
When I was a student at the Victoria RC School, he was a teacher there.
Yeah.
And, well, I wouldn't blame him, but even people, I was sad, really sad, when I heard the debate in Parliament, where people in Parliament who passed an act in 2007 talking about the definition of heroes, national hero, let me make it clear.
Yeah.
National heroes. Now, the National Honors and Awards Act of 2007 established the prestigious Order of National Hero in Grenada, which allows for the recognition of people who have made outstanding contribution to the country. That act was passed in 2007. Like I said on another radio station, because of the juxtaposition of what happened on October 19th, which had like the old Italian restaurant, the good, the bad, and the ugly played out on that day. People, I think most of for political reasons, seem to be emphasizing that Grenada heroes are only those maybe who lost their lives or who took lives on October the 17th on the 4th, right? And this thing needs to be clarified. We have an act. It says who can be recognized, what constitutes outstanding service, how the process works for the prestigious title of National Hero, and the order of chivalry. There are orders and stuff like that under the act. They have, people are not paying attention to the act. And I would like to repeat, parliamentary members of parliament who was there when the act was passed in 2007, when they met in parliament a couple of days ago, seem to have had convenient amnesia. The thing is there. It is there. They just have to go to the act and see what's supposed to happen.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
2007 National Heroes and Awards Act. Go to the act and see what's supposed to happen. But just in closing, I'd just like to point out, from the same tongue that the former caller, my teacher, and I came from, Victoria, there was a great flood in Victoria in 1945. The river burst its banks. It had never happened again. They have never seen it before, actually. And there was this lady there whom they named the bridge after in Victoria, Petronella Ferguson. On that night, she lost her husband. She lost her son. And she saved a young lady who she saw in the raving waters, grabbed onto the lady, the young girl. They were swept out at sea. And in going out at sea, she telling the girl, she said, wait, the water is getting colder. We seem to be going out to the ocean. We have to turn back. And she saved this girl. What could be more heroic than that? You don't have to kill somebody.
Right.
Or somebody has to become a hero. And lastly, I like to end it like this. people have to be surprised when they hear that the great Usain Bolt in Jamaica is not a national hero. Jamaica have about 5 or 7 national heroes. The great Bob Marley is not a national hero in Jamaica. In Barbados, they have 2 living heroes in Sir Garfield Sobers and yes, Rihanna. Barbados have about 7 or so national heroes. Only 2 are alive today. As far as my research takes me, Trinidad and Tobago has no national hero. They have people that got awards for the Hummingbird Award and other different awards for chivalry.
Right.
We have to understand what is national hero, and we have to be careful who we give that prestigious title to. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
Well thought of. Vibes FM, caller, London caller, you still there? Caller? Hello? Okay, let me try another one. Caller, come in. Caller? Hello?
Person left.
Okay, they just left. Okay. 4430101, 4430101, and 4030101, 4030101. I'm looking at time, guys. Coming close to a closing because we have a shorter version today, and I just want to just go back on this again a little bit because the reason I'm saying that is because I find that notice rather that we in these parts in the Caribbean, sometimes we get very petty because of politics.
I think that happens all over the world. I mean, but if you look at what happens within the various first world countries and how they function, I mean, one can also see that they behave in a petty manner. Look, for example, there's a country in Central America now where they bring in the former president to court and want to. So at local levels, those things happen. Yeah, because we outside here might not be following what is happening there. But all over the place, when politics is involved, is pettiness.
Landline caller coming.
Yes, good morning to you, Mr. Kim.
Yes, go ahead.
And you, panel.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Yes, a very good morning to you. I'm calling from Grenada, yeah? My name is Victoria. Smart, better known as Ankan and Mom.
Okay,
I'm just calling to find out if I could get you, if you could help me to get you to the Minister of Grenada, Mr. Andy Williams. If I can't get you to him, I'll send a message. My home I want a little help with my home because, the doors and things falling down and it's rotting and the yard in a state, and I'm living with 2 grandchildren. They're working and they have no time to look out over the yard. So I want a little help from him. If he cannot come, send a representative. And I'm living right up in the Gulf Coast, nearly to the bottom side of the Gulf Coast. So you could, whenever anybody coming to me, they could ask for Mom or Victoria Smart Brown. I've given my name and title and everything. I need a help.
Right.
I need a help. Not my house rotting to the front, the kitchen door falling, my cupboards, everything. And I'm an ageable person. And I'm a strong supporter of my NDC. I'm not letting them go.
Okay.
So I want them to give me a little help.
All
I can't get you to them, so that's why I'm calling,
Okay.
Mr. Kim,
Yeah.
kudos to all you in Jericho, and I feel so happy for all you up there.
Thank you.
You would believe. So
Uh-huh.
I just have hope that everything would be okay.
All right.
With all you up there.
When I get in touch with Mr. Williams, I'll mention it to him.
Yeah, and kudos to all you, yeah?
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, and be safe. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
right. Okay.
Right.
Okay,
As that caller mentioned about the issue about housing, I think before we leave, we have to look at what is happening to Carriacou and Pitimatic now. Well, of course, for the time being, Carriacou, in terms of these houses, we are seeing houses. Not, I mean, we aren't talking about the color. I mean, that's again.
But
petty.
just take a pin for 1 second. We're going to get back on the prefab, on the callers and things like that. Maybe take a caller that's waiting. Vibes FM caller come in. You on?
Hello?
Yes, hello, yes, yeah, you next, yes.
I'm just calling again and just want to hold up the picture. I heard one of your callers speaking to the National Heroes Day. Now, I don't have a problem with National Heroes Day, but I have a problem with the day.
Okay.
I have a problem with the date, October 19th.
Okay.
I have a problem with the day. Not National Heroes Day. We always like to have a National Heroes Day. But October 19th is the wrong day to call National Heroes Day.
Okay.
That is just my take on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Next line caller come in.
Yeah, good morning, good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
How
Yeah.
are you?
Okay.
Yeah, my little 2 pence is about the ex-prime minister going on a youth rally as a big ex-prime minister and should know better. And all what he have that he could contain, or we think he could contain and give to the youth of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique is about cutting bush. That is so sad. When I heard this man addressing, say it's a youth rally, and addressing, he drive all over Grenada, and the whole road, all the roads in Grenada covered with bush. You know what I mean? This is a man who should be coming out and speaking to the youth, and because he said he wants to rescue Grenada, telling the youth what he will do for them, how he will lift them up, and how he will, send them out to the world to know how to be themselves and to educate themselves. Coming on a youth rally and telling that to the youth about bushing, I mean, it was so sad. So sad to hear that man. And that man is a soul could lie. All over Grenada, he walk on bush. And look, I sit down right here, and I see no bush covering the road. The young people need something better than that.
Yeah.
This NNP government is something else. The NDC government is trying to uplift the youth. Look, they had a good youth talk in Carriacou. They're having a good rally, and they're trying to uplift the youth. And this man just telling the youth about bushing. And then after they have educators in his party would not say no, tell the leader, this is not good for the youth in this 24th century. The youth need something better. Shame on this man.
Okay.
Shame on this man.
Okay, caller, thank you.
That is my little friend I have to say this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The topic you chose to discuss is important also because these topics have values. Value, and if you empower people.
I heard about the bushing and the comments that was made, and what amazes me is that the leaders or these ex-leaders or whatever you want to call them, they're not in tune to what reality is. And for instance, like the ex-prime minister, who in my belief sort of like grew this voting farm on the bushing. And that is what was the key to his success. So he going back and say, well, the bushing thing, they ain't giving all the none this year, or they ain't getting enough, or we had almost 1,000 more than them, or whatever, because I mean, what that was his mantra, that was his way of holding on and getting the support. The bushing, you ain't worry about no other thing else, developing skills or anything of the nature, just the bush.
As you mentioned that, what came back to me right now, and some thoughts I have had in recent times. I don't know if you guys can recall, at one time when Dr. Mitchell was Prime Minister of his country, he was known as the one responsible for science and technology.
Yes.
In the quasi CARICOM cabinet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, where at a regional level, he pushed. He was the one responsible for science and technology. I wonder where that's it now. Where we are with science and technology now.
I'll tell you something. Hold on. Just the other day, I was listening to him. And he was, I can't remember exactly which forum he was, but anyway. And he pulled out an exercise book paper. To me, that was so embarrassing.
A leaf?
A leaf? No, but it looked like more than one leaf anyway.
In the last meeting that they had,
I think so.
In SAS?
I think so.
Yeah.
But anyway, he pulled out this paper to read, the days of that has gone long. And he, as you just mentioned, was science and technology and stuff like that,
Yeah, he was the champion in the region.
I mean, that is how much he has grown. Just think about it.
I'm probably afraid to hold the phone because the phone might hold a full out of your hand. So I'll be careful too.
Well, no, but he could have maybe a teleprompter or something like that inside it, whatever. But hold on, I mean,
no, but yeah, I mean,
to me it was embarrassing.
Genuinely.
But and then when I look at our prime minister, like he was addressing in Ghana, I think he was doing an address there, and he's speaking the just regular, normal. Yes, he has maybe a phone around him or something of the nature with bullet points, talking points, or whatever you want to call it. But he was so fluent and so impressive. Imagine you were to go into a forum like that with an exercise.
No, well, you have to compare age too. Remember when your mind is young, I mean you're fluent, and when you're aging, sometimes you get a little senior moment. So you have to be comparison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Vibes FM. Let me take a call there. What's the caller? Caller coming. Caller you on?
Kim.
Hi.
Mr. Carl.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Better say happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Yeah, everybody. We were just about to say that to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
I've been listening to you guys, and then you got to realize the new thing for the opposition leader. Remember, he's talking about education now. And he's talking about health. All right. And then I want to know since when then he's talking about education. And one of the things that I want you guys to highlight, remember the Prime Minister said that and that he wants each and every home, to have a college graduate or university graduate, and I think that's very good,
Yeah.
Because remember, with education, that's the only way you can get up to poverty, you understand? So I think that's something that we should really talk about because that's very good for our youth. And another thing I want to talk to see that our sister Delma is doing with the youth. She's doing very well with the youth.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes.
You know what I mean? And every time you hear kids come and kids talk about that and happening for the youth, and I think, you know what I mean? And listen out, Delma was in parliament with kids, and Delma was saying like the amount of scholarship and things that will be given us. So I think having the Elma there, I think that's really good. And for Grenada, not just NDC, but for Grenada, you know what I mean? And you could see the difference in youth. You know what I mean? The different mindset that the youth take now, because when you look at it from how meeting, you see the youth, it's not questions and things they ask, they want more,
Yep.
So I think that's something that we should really encourage. And also, I look at Parliament the other day, you know what I mean? And then it was interesting to see that all these people and them being opposition as opposition instead, just opposition because what I pick up from Parliament it was just discussing about but having the day, but they didn't discuss well or have any consultation about who's going to be hero and do whatever. You know what I mean? So maybe it could be till next year, then a city consultation may start, but then we see the opposition trying to make it a whole balalalu as usual. They know what they do.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
You know what I mean? So all we just have to do is ignore them and do what we're doing. And Kim, but I hearing about our announcement from Sunday. Did you heard about that? NNP having a meeting there, and they are the Prime Minister of Jamaica, and they're gonna have Alan
they're gonna have somewhat is youth rally they call it or whatever, something of the nature.
That's right.
That's in somewhere in St. George's, I think. Where it is again? Is it Bosse?
I think it's in his constituency.
Bosse.
Yeah, I think it's Bosse.
Yeah.
Because he was pleading. I say, please, all come, don't disappoint me. Come on.
What I sound like? What I sound like? That sound like in the last election. Remember?
Dude, one. Give me one for the road.
In Paul's case, remember Paul?
Give me one. I deserve it. Oh God! Only give me one for the road now. When I heard him saying that, he says, "Please don't disappoint me. Let fully place up." I say, "Boy, we're going back again to the cry."
But Kim, if we go back to Alan Chestnut, right? Alan Chestnut failed the people of St. Lucia, right? In his government, that's the reason why they elected Philip JP.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Philip JP have been doing good.
Right.
You understand? Because if you realize the program that we had with the bathroom and thing,
the wash program.
Yeah.
Yeah, Philip JP implement that in St. Lucia right now.
Yeah, but I remember when he spoke about it.
I remember he was there with the Prime Minister in the opening.
Yeah, and he said, listen, I wish we could adopt that in St. Lucia as well. And I understand that it's been done too. Excellent.
Right, and let me tell you, a lot of things that we're doing in Grenada, Philip JP have been copying it too.
Right. Okay.
And remember too, when the Prime Minister, the helicopter that he was using was from Philip JP also, you know?
Okay.
All right. So let me tell you something. We have St. Lucia. What in Grenada being the model for St. Lucia right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know what Alan Chestnut be coming and saying. You know, and that was the same Alan Chestnut that they accused the Prime Minister say that he didn't born in St. Lucia, remember?
Yeah. I remember.
Because he was born in Martinique.
Right.
He was born in Martinique.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
They came out and see Leo today. Leo my side.
Leo, yeah. As a matter of fact, he's with his family right now. And they are having their Thanksgiving, giving thanks and praises, especially when I spoke to Sir Leo this morning. I say, well, happy Thanksgiving. And I say, you're in the right place, boy. Because, I mean, as he said in his last time when he was here, I mean, he had a rough, a couple of weeks before that, when he was not feeling so well. I say, well, this is the day to give thanks and praise. And I asked him to eat a piece of turkey for me. He promised he was going to do it.
Just eat it?
Yeah. Well, let me tell you. Maybe he may not get turkey. Remember Biden pardoned the turkey?
Okay.
Anyway, my friends, you guys take care.
All right.
All the best to you. Same to you.
Happy Thanksgiving, huh? Okay.
Enjoy the rest of it.
Many thanks again. Many thanks.
Yeah, man. Yes. Bless you.
Keep in touch.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay. Let me go to another phone call. The calls have been waiting. They're backing up. Vibes FM, caller, you next. Thank you for waiting. Caller, come in. Hello. Let me try another one. Vibes FM, caller. Okay. Right. No problem. Okay. So, gentlemen.
I mean, we have some unfinished business. I think
hold on. Let me try to take this call quick. Vibes FM, caller, come in. What happened here? Seem to be missing.
Good morning.
Morning, yes. Good morning, yes. Go ahead.
Morning. Pleasant good morning to.
Yeah.
I realize my brother is in New York.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Probably enjoying the Thanksgiving and a pleasant.
Yeah.
All who support or all who participate in this event. I just want to have a little chat about, just make my points about the Heroes Day. I think I don't want to say but I think the most honorable Dickon Mitchell, our Prime Minister, outlined in his speech on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday they had Parliament?
Yeah.
Exactly why Hero Day was chosen on the 19th. Not in a political arena, but based on what had happened. Most countries, when stuff like that happen, people, when you do protests and stuff like that, there is a stick at hand. And people can die fighting for the country, fighting for the prime minister, fighting for whatever within a state. That is heroic. Now, that doesn't mean that the prime minister said any of these individuals that were on the photo that get killed, that got maimed or whatever, would be a hero.
Right.
It has nothing to do with the hero. The hero comes when the mass of Grenada is going to participate after what hero means is outlined, and the criteria are going to fall in place. The Grenadian people
would
are
decide
going to
that.
choose who the heroes are.
Right.
But the day in particular, is there any other day in Grenada that we could look at or to point at to say, well, okay, this day signifies, overwhelmingly signifies a day to represent.
Well, Caller,
Uh-huh.
let me just ask you to stop for a pin, because I heard a comment made from one of our listeners before, and they were saying that any day could be used for Heroes Day, right? I think that's what that's what the caller said. But they were against the 19th, but they said any day could be used. Now, why not the 19th if any day could be used?
Well, this is what I was going to come and ask just now. Has they ever come up with any other day? And what would be the significance of that day? I mean, obviously, when we're doing days, it signifies certain things.
Right.
And for Grenada, we had hurricanes. What else do we have? We have independence, when there was some rigmarole going on with who didn't support and whatever else.
Right.
What else? What else? All we had was hurricane destruction and stuff. And again, most things to do with nature. What else did we have? We didn't have anything else that would create that significance. And I'll tell you something. In any country that you go to, there is going to be fragmentation in anything that you propose, or disagreement in anything that you propose. So at some point, somebody's going to have to lay their foot down based on circumstances, based on facts, based on reality, that why this day is shooting. Now, if the opposition could come up with another day and give us profound information to say, well, okay, this is why we choose that day or this day, then we could look at it. But they haven't come up with anything.
Right.
We can't say that October 19th didn't happen. We can't say that it didn't happen. It did happen. And whether or not we choose this day or another day, October 19th is still going to be engraved in all Grenadians' minds.
Right.
Those people that got hurt, like I was part of the whole process. I was there. I know everything that goes on there.
Okay.
So, I mean, obviously it was one of the saddest days in Grenada. So why can't we come together and not use it as an event that that fragment Grenada or divide Grenadians, but also is something that happened in our history that we don't want to repeat. It is sad that this thing happened, but obviously, we have to look at situations. When things happen in society, it's a growth process. Anytime we have challenges, we have to grow from that. We look at the Jews. Look at what the Jews go through. Are the Jews talking about anything? I mean, in the past, no. These folks figure out, well, okay, this is what happened to us, but we have to move on. But they don't forget the day. They don't.
Right.
They don't. They have to use what happened, unite themselves, and move on, and do whatever celebration or whatever you could put in place to probably reduce the amount of emotions that happen during that time. Then you do that, but you can't reverse the time. It occurs, and that's part of our history.
Right.
And so you can't hide it. You can't put it aside. But we have to talk about it. We have to find ways to allow people to accept what happened. And October 19th is the day that has to be chosen. It's not been chosen because of political reason, but it is chosen based on an event that happened in Grenada.
Right. Well,
and so I support the government for what they're doing, and I'm sure the majority of Grenadians support this move here. I believe that. I mean, they haven't had a consensus or anything to state whether or not the majority of Grenadians support that. But I do believe people that are not supporting that, they're not supporting it because of individual reasons. Like I heard one of these guys from the States, I think he said he used to support the NDC, and now he's pissed off and he doesn't want to support them or anything anymore because he was in jail for a while throughout the process of the PRG. And now I think it's Dennison is his name. Now he's saying he discarding the NDC for supporting or for calling this day or even naming Maurice Bishop as a hero, which hasn't happened. But I believe these people have to think about life in itself. You know, you don't just disregard things that are important to your state. You have to commemorate some things. You have to celebrate some things. You got to bring life to certain things and resolve issues as we go along.
Right.
That's my piece.
Okay, thank you so much.
Have a wonderful day.
Well done.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
You know, it's interesting, and I know our times is
I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Yeah.
But it's interesting to have this kind of conversation. You know, it's not only for the parliament that they can go and talk about it, but we can talk about it here, and we are hearing opinions and suggestions from other people. We don't have to fight and vex with each other for discussing this. So it is important.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Hold on. The great Solio is online.
Oh,
Solio.
man. Oh boy.
Solio, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I felt kind of left out and jealous because everybody's been wished happy Thanksgiving. And I see everybody's attending to what seems to be the new religion in town, Heroes Day.
Yeah.
There's so many different interpretations and ideas.
Yes.
I can't take a third issue for dispute, you know. We have the Bible, we have religion, we have politics. Heroes, you know, again. Anyway, guys, nice program. And
nice to hear you.
Nice to hear you.
Evan Redeemer, do your best.
Yeah, I'm trying.
See you soon.
Yeah, but hold on. Tell me how the turkey going? How the turkey going?
Boy, all are downstairs and all are smelling is seasoning upstairs, you know.
You haven't break the rules yet. You haven't break the rules like Mr. Mills yet.
No. I wait in my turn, you know, I'm a good boy.
Okay, all right. Behave yourself. All right. So nice to hear you, man. So nice to hear you.
Okay. All the best, guys.
All right.
Okay. All the best and enjoy your day, man.
Okay.
You and your family.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, man.
Okay, bye. We'll try to take another call there quickly. Vibes FM and landline caller comment.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, yes, go ahead.
Good morning,
Thank
my
you for
brother.
taking my call, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Now, I want to refresh your memory on something. You could remember one time in the first government, the Minister of Education, they said, education go be a thing of the past.
Education.
That thing you're not so you're supposed to have that tip, I believe.
I don't recall,
Right.
but go ahead, yeah.
Right. And if the gentleman get in the thing with the assembly for the youths last week, and he tell them about the bushing, so this is what he have for them, right? Because if the lady already told you, education go be a thing of the past, and then he come out and tell you about the bush growing in the road. In his time, he had bush in the road too. The same thing that going on now was going on in his time.
Yeah.
The difference is just a little more uprightment in it, right? Because they opened that every child could get a proper education. You understand? But them didn't see it, so because he turned around and he said, if he educate the three people of Grenada, the children of Grenada, what go happen with him? What go become of him? He said so, and he didn't say so in Grenada. Because in America, he go and say that. When he called the teachers, the doctors, the nurses, the security, and everybody, when he called them thieves, these was his statements.
Okay.
You understand?
Uh-huh.
So people, we must really sit down and take in what this man telling us and try to get our children and our grandchildren to understand this man have nothing good for poor people, children, because he call them poor and vulnerable. Right? You say when he finished Grenada, nobody was able to take it out, so now he come back and tell you to rescue Grenada. What you want to rescue Grenada? To make it worse than how you make it hell?
Uh-huh. Okay.
What the hospital is complaining about? Talking about medicine, meditation and this and that. Not even had it so. When they come, they pay them money for them to get a little bit. They people give them some. What I said they listen in a thing for him. What they stay in the crazy house below the hill, and when they break the container, they take out what they want and they show what they want, and when they don't know happen, he still call the man the biggest cook. The man who can send the thing for him and the people who get everything and give him, he still call them a star cook. And he make all the drama. So this man have nothing good for Grenadian. I want Grenadian to understand this man have nothing good to offer. Look at the people. Look at things that happen. I want to draw your attention. If you remember when Grenada used to go in darkness, in black, he had no heat current. They say they sell out shares in the electricity company. Telling Grenadian buy the shares. Grenadian buy shares. And when he don't watch what he bought, a set of nonsense and he brings it in the park. the crankshaft can go on in the power station and sees rust Grenadian money going to it. And when they don't know what they turn around and tell you, they can't think. When you don't, what you tell the same Grenadian people, the same people, because that time the manager in cable and wire in electricity, right? You say they don't qualify. The lower set of people don't qualify for share, for dividend. When he done himself turn around and he sell the telephone company, right? Which is cable and wireless, to Grenadian. Since they sell it, who Grenadian get $1? Nobody get $1. But he telling you about this man making people get sick. And I'm asking all you, please, get somebody and ask them to speak to this man. I bring him to a doctor and give him a suction.
Okay.
Please, bring him to a doctor and give him a good scrub. He need something. Take a good day, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wow. Gentlemen.
Yeah.
We got to try to see if we can do a wrap up there because
no, just before the call,
you're talking about the houses.
I was just I was just kind of saying we have a unfinished business.
Yeah,
I think as a program that discusses issues, we ought to give some time in probably not. I mean, not now. I'm talking about in the future. Next program on the issues about the housing. Yes, we also of course this thing about the heroes and our youth. We have to have some conversation on that.
In moving forward.
But just quickly about the houses. A couple of days ago, right, the prefab, the 27 houses were completed.
Yes.
And commissioned.
And commissioned.
By the Prime Minister and the Minister and the people from the Housing Authority.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, commending. Yes.
27 already, and I heard them making the comments that they're looking to do another 200. At the pace,
ultimate goal.
The ultimate goal. Yeah, but I'm saying, but besides the prefab that's going on to, they build back better.
But about our housekeeping, with the next week program, we were able to deal with, because PD Martin is starting next week, so we were able to,
Oh boy.
But before we go further, just an announcement though. As a response to the Hurricane Beryl, the Grenada Education and Development Program, Grenada, they will be awarding 5 scholarships to PD Martinique residents and 7 to Carriacou families. Recommendation has already been made, but special situation and consideration, please contact Mike Mitchell, Michael A. Mitchell, at 457-7746. So for further information, you can contact.
Hold on. Run it again.
As a response to the Hurricane Beryl, the Grenada Education and Development Program, Grenada, will be awarding 5 scholarships to PD Martinique residents and 7 to Carriacou families. Recommendation has already been made, but special situation can be considered. Please contact Michael A. Mitchell at 457-7746. For further information and how they can access scholarship from Grenada.
Okay, so there's 5 scholarships?
Yeah, 5 for PT Martinique and 7 for Carriacou.
Well, I guess if you want to know what areas,
what areas
you want to call and that Michael Mitchell is not senator we're talking about?
Well, I don't have any information about the gentleman, so I don't know if he's a senator.
No, if not a senator. You know senator who do all the MC and
senator. Well, it could be the possibility could exist.
I just asked him that.
But the number again is 457-7746. Yeah. So
well, that's
again nice. Opportunities.
Yeah. And that coming from Grenada, a Grenada institution,
Someone was saying to me quickly as we're getting ready to wrap up, they've seen Carriacou now. They would like to come back to Carriacou 2 years from now and see Carriacou again. And I know it's going to be a different Carriacou and PT Martinique.
Yes.
On the return, because they're moving forward. A lot of things are happening. And I would see the landscape and all this infrastructure and everything like that over the next couple of years change, upgrades, building back better, bigger.
Yeah.
This is on the agenda.
Moving forward in the new dispensation, because remember we're in a new dispensation.
A new era.
New era.
I meant to talk about that. So many things I've been thinking about in terms of this housing thing. We are now creating a new community.
Yes.
All the people who are going to be living there will be a community.
Yes.
So I mean, we're going to be living in. We're going to be people who will be there will be seeing a new community. You might be my neighbor. No, you want my neighbor all the time.
Yeah.
So we're creating an environment, and it's something that we have to look at. And so whoever is going there, we have to understand that it's not just us or our families. It's the community in which we're trying to build. And we should really, really take a strong, positive.
Let me just say something quickly, because I know this was talked about quite a while ago, and it has not materialized, But the area in Dumfries where they put in some of these houses down now, and they're trying to see if they could build a community, because you have their 100 apartments from the Chinese there as well too.
Yes.
But I heard way before that the Chinese government, on looking at Carriacou, were looking to see if they could sort of get that area from the government, to build a community.
Oh.
And I remember, I read something extensive on that, where they were going to have schools.
A local community or
a community? A Chinese, Chinese community.
Yeah.
Because they had proposed sometime to do some dredging in the Bay Area, so they could accommodate ships and containers and things like. Yeah. It was something, and I remember reading
like something like the Urbaniza project that was proposed moving forward.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Something of the nature.
So they kind of cut them short.
Yes. Yeah. So right now, that was going to tell you. Beryl cut them short. It's going to be Carriacou. If it was true, if it was true, it was not going to be a Carriacou community.
Another Chinese community.
Building Carriacou.
Yeah.
And you see that area there? I see that as a nice community complex, developing over the next couple of years. Because right now, in the area there too, there's agricultural lands, and some farmers are still, doing whatever. But whoever is getting a plot with those houses too, going to have that area where they could plant and feed themselves, eat what they grow what they eat and stuff like that. And I could see a lot of changes taking place there. So
the landscape is certainly going to be different. Especially that area there. We already have a Tam Sisi there. It's a place where things are going to be happening.
And what I would advise at this time, some of the young entrepreneurs, look into the possibility of doing some investment in that area. Because wherever you have a community, there's going to be services that will be needed.
Yes.
And you're going to need maybe some green space and all these kind of things like that, And this is a time now where they could start looking to say, listen, build maybe, hey, that might be a good area to get a supermarket, maybe some sort of a gym or something,
barber shop.
I don't hope you're planning to expand it now.
Well, I mean, the mere fact that he might join. He might have businessman
anyway. We always think in business, we dream business, and we eat business.
Of course.
But and I raised this because I think it's a good thing.
Yes.
When we know that we are going into be building a community among ourselves, and we do it consciously, in a positive way. So we don't want no community where they are bacchanal and all kind of can see eye to eye and things like that and so on.
No.
I mean, we have to grow past this thing, grow past this back and forth and quarreling and so on. I mean, a community of people, what?
And the good thing about it is that the project and the houses and everything that's going to be built now most likely could sustain, the adverse weather conditions. So it should be around for a while.
Yes.
And we're going to have neighbors and everybody like that coming together. Wow, Carriacou get a nice one.
Well, that'll be like church boy, because churches are missing and I get pastor.
You could get a church in the community.
Yeah.
And it could be more than one church too, because you can
all right.
Look at church is profitable.
Well, it's a business that never go broke.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Anyway, we have to wrap up. We told our listeners in the beginning too that today is a shorter edition of the Speak Out Unfiltered, okay? And that's because of circumstances beyond our control. We have to quite a number of things we have to do. But our listeners are always tuning in, and we don't want to disappoint them. So without doing a program. So. And looking at our calendar too, the programs are coming down to an end pretty soon. But I'm just waiting to see now the steel cage match that is scheduled for the 15th of December.
So you're gonna up to.
We might.
Hold on until that happens.
We might have to hold on until that steel cage match.
So the third week in December would be the final closing off.
Well, yeah, we normally would close on the second week.
Yeah.
Most times, second week we start back in January again. But because of the scheduled steel cage match,
you're going up to the third week.
We might.
You've got space life.
Like I think it's going to be interesting, you know. And when you hear the referee come out and say, on the corner to my left, weighing at 145 pounds, the man with 23 years experience, the honorable, and the challenger.
To the man on the left.
To the man on the challenger standing on the right now. Coming in at 185 pounds.
How long in politics?
Who has been 2 times in 2 different parties. Is coming in.
Oh boy.
With and then you hear the bell ring. Ding 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 ding. And that's it. Steel cage.
Mr. Speaker, I wish to nominate. So it started. I wish to nominate this comrade of mine as leader of the party.
Hold on.
Yes.
It depends on how quick it's done, because sometimes, you know, we just close down nominations. Soup. Before you get up to say, you have one nomination, right?
Yeah.
And then say one guy just come and say, I beg that nomination cease.
Oh, and the winner declare.
So all those in favor say aye. And that time back on our start.
Yeah, the eyes have it.
Boy, so much predictions and so much people are giving different versions of what could happen. But anyway, we standing by
for the outcome.
But that's it. Osbert?
Well, yeah, Mr. Mills, today program was a short version, but you know, you allow the callers to vent and we just sit to listen, you know, put in our 2 pence. So hope that next week would be, you know, we would be able to have a chance to discuss what we didn't discuss this week and moving forward.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, I thank you again, you know, for having me today and look forward for another program, another interactive program again at subsequent broadcast.
Subsequent broadcast.
Subsequent broadcast.
There's a show that is done on this station here. Where you can always hear in a subsequent broadcast.
And it's Speak Out Unfiltered.
Yes, I think it's so important that we did what we did in terms of discussing. Do not you know, even though there are some commitments, we think it is very, very important to engage citizens, to engage callers, to give people an opportunity to express themselves. You know, look, we had 2 outstanding callers this morning, Mr. Marshall. We haven't heard for a long time, and I want to say to you, Mr. Marshall, all the best. As well as we had this call from Mr. Whiteman. Yes, so I'm just saying, and we come on, this would not have been happening. And of course, the many calls that came and contributed in so many ways. So all the best to you, and we'll look forward to meet with you again next week, God's willing.
All right. Thank you so much again. And that's just a wrap up our program for today, right here. Speak Out Unfiltered. Again, we said it was a shorter version, not the usual long version. Well, we thank you so much for participating. Those of you who called, those of you who participated, whatever we made a contribution was well appreciated. So until next time, I'm a humble servant, yours truly, Kim the King. It's been a real pleasure.
Speak Out Unfiltered.
Father, we just thank you today, Lord. We thank you for your blessings upon Grenada, blessings, oh God.